going on? What is everybody up to? Retro. Having some technical. Alright, well. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Move a couple things around real quick, because that all got fucked. Damn it, man. Every time I try to do this, and I'm not even drunk tonight. That's the shitty part. I'm usually like super drunk when I do this, but I'm not fucking drunk. Damn. And I fucked it up. What's going on? What's everybody up to tonight? This is Rex, and this is the Retro Zombie Wrestling Podcast, and we are here to talk about AEW and NXT tonight. NXT, SmackDown. Look at me, I keep fucking up. And a couple other things that's been going on lately that's really been bothering me. First up, I didn't see the last match on AEW. My child had a accident and broke something, and I had to clean it up. So yeah, fun times. But everything else I saw on AEW is pretty good. I actually did not see the first match either. The Adam Cole Jake Atlas match. I heard that Jake Atlas got hurt. Of course, Adam Cole won, which we all knew was going to happen. So I did not get to see any of that, which did suck because I had heard very good things about Jake Atlas. I seen a little bit of his work in NXT, but not a lot of it. So I was hoping to get to see that tonight, but that did not work out. So I did see SmackDown, however. And some pretty good stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I usually the only good stuff is usually with Roman, which pretty much tonight. Roman, the Heyman, Lesnar, Roman in a triangle angle, whatever you want to call it, is as many times have we seen these two go at it. It's intriguing as fuck. I mean, having Roman as the heel and it just completely new Brock Lesnar has really made it a very intriguing storyline, and I'm pretty into it. I've enjoyed it. Roman Reigns is the best thing going right now on WWE, so it's been pretty good. The whole thing tonight with Heyman and kind of like still backing up Roman, but backing up Brock, but then telling Brock to. I don't know. It was just really good stuff. You ain't seen it, definitely check it out on YouTube or go back and watch a replay of SmackDown because it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. And then the ending with them announcing, I guess they had to come up with a contender for Roman at Royal Rumble, and it ended up being Seth Rollins. So is the brand split done? I mean, I really don't know. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. So we'll have to wait and see. Again, it's intriguing. It really is. I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on because I really wish they would stick with, the brand and the people on the brands and not cross people over and stuff, because I feel like that ruins it. I really do. Why have a brand split and why have certain guys on certain shows, but then all of a sudden, oh, well, we're just going to move this guy over for no reason, or this guy's going to go here. The Brock thing kind of makes sense because he's a free agent, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck, man? Why can't other people be fucking free agents and this motherfucker, oh, because it's Brock Lesnar. Well, look, man, like, even 5, 6 years ago, yeah, it was, but now it's just like, come on, man, just throw him on fucking one of the shows. I mean, this is ridiculous that he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. So I don't know. But what I saw on Rampage was it was alright. It was a good show. I can be honest with you, man. Like Rampage, I feel like the reason it does so bad in the ratings because it's presented as like a B show. I mean, you never have really top talent fighting each other. You really don't. I mean, 2.0, Daniel Garcia, good workers, but they're not top guys, and they're taking on Santana, Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston. I mean, come on. It's not intriguing. Jake Atlas, he's a brand new guy. He's fighting Adam Cole. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's not enjoyable. I really don't enjoy watching Rampage. It's like, what's going to happen. You know, um, you really do. And then tomorrow, it's their big special Battle of the Belts, and there's nothing there. Like, do you really want to watch it? Is there people that really are wanting to watch it tomorrow? Because I don't. I have no desire to watch it. I don't understand why they're doing this whole interim TNT champion bullshit between Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes. It makes no sense to me. You already know Sammy's gonna fucking win, but because Cody can't make the show, I mean, come on, this is ridiculous, man. And the whole Ricky Starks versus Matt Sydal for the FTW title. This is one of your specials. This does not feel special. This does not feel like one of those shows where you're like, oh my God, I got to see this. No, it's not that good at all. Dynamite on Wednesday was fucking good. That show was fucking phenomenal. Just an awesome all around show. But this show coming up tomorrow does not feel special. AEW does not do a good job of making it feel special, and it's just like I feel like I'm watching Rampage. I do. I feel like it's a fucking episode of Rampage, and that's just how it is. I mean, Rampage is not a good fucking show. It's just not. Just the way it's booked, and then that's how they're booking this special. Oh, we're gonna do these 4 like specials through the year. Which, when they first announced this, I'm thinking these are gonna be like Clash of the Champions, right? No, they're not. They're by far nothing like the Clash of the Champions, and I feel like they're really dropping the ball on Rampage. It's just the matches are just, it's like when I was growing up, you'd watch, Superstars or Wrestling Challenge. Knowing you're going to get to see some top stars, but they're never going to fight other top stars. They're just going to fight some enhancement talent. And I'm not saying all the people that they're fighting on Rampage is enhancement talent, but it kind of feels that way. They're not using all the top people. They're not using, give us 3 solid fucking matches. Don't give us maybe a decent match and some other matches that just ain't going to do it for us, ain't going to cut it. And I feel like that's why Rampage and the ratings have just been horrible, just downright horrible. Dynamite was really good, though. I really enjoyed Dynamite. What I saw on Raw as well this week, Raw was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed Raw. I'm glad, they're finally pulling the trigger on Lashley and Lesnar, but at the same time, it's like treating Lashley like he's not even worthy of fighting Lesnar. The whole disrespect thing, it's like, man, no offense, but if those guys got in an octagon and they threw down, I guarantee you Bobby Lashley would fucking beat Brock Lesnar, and that's a fact. I don't give a shit who you are or what you think or what you think you fucking know. If Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar stepped in a fucking octagon right now, Bobby Lashley would whip Brock Lesnar's ass. And that's just fucking facts. That's fucking facts. But not treating Lashley as an equal to Lesnar is fucking stupid. I don't understand that. You know what this is? This is called Bruce Pritchard bullshit booking. And, Pritchard will pretty much do anything to please McMahon, and I can't stand Bruce Pritchard. I think I don't know. I feel like he's a big reason the product sucks so bad right now. I really do. Just, there's a couple good things, with Roman and Heyman and all that, but I don't know, man. I feel like when shit really sucks and shit really hits the fan with WWE, it's Bruce Pritchard all the way. He's the one fucking it up with storylines and everything. So, but Raw was really good. I enjoyed Raw. Um, really good. I mean, it was one of the better Raws in a while. I don't know if I should say really good. It was good. It was good, especially the main event was really good. So kind of curious where they're gonna go with Big E. I think they're gonna end up feuding him with Kevin Owens for a while. Who knows what they're gonna do, man? Do you really see them? I mean, they could pull a swerve and have Roman drop the Universal Belt to Seth. Seth goes back to Raw and I don't know, beats fucking Lesnar at Mania for the WWE. Who knows? You really don't know which way they're gonna go with all this. So, I mean, they got some intriguing stuff going on there. NXT. Let's talk a little about NXT because what they've done to NXT is horrible. I mean, they've just completely gutted it and destroyed what NXT was. And what NXT was something fucking special, fucking phenomenal, and they have destroyed it. I will say this, I am a fan of Braun Breaker. I've enjoyed his work. I mean, his dad was one of my biggest influences growing up to want to be a wrestler. So I've really enjoyed his work. And I love the fact that he finished that match with Ciampa. He hit the top rope bulldog. He did the Steiner recliner. So paying tribute to both his dad and his uncle, I thought that was really cool. And the match was what it was. It wasn't the greatest match in the world, but for a guy that's been only wrestling 11 months, it's pretty damn good. I mean, they had a couple mess ups here and there, but it was a damn good match. I really enjoyed it. Rest of NXT, I don't even want to talk about. I can't believe what they've done to that. I mean, everybody's gone. I mean, Ciampa, two things with Ciampa. Ciampa's either one, he's moving up to Raw or SmackDown, or two, well, I guess three things. Two, he's either retiring, or three, he's leaving the company. And he'll either get fired or he's asking for his release, or I don't know. And I see the same thing with Roderick Strong. But Roderick Strong, I don't think will move up. I don't think he'll move up at all. I mean, I'm not saying that to be fucked up. I think he can hold his own against anybody. He's fucking phenomenal. He's always been phenomenal in the ring. So, but I can see him leaving and heading to AEW. I mean, you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. You don't know what they're going to do. Nobody knows what's going to happen. So, I don't know. There's just been a lot of crazy stuff happening with all the releases. They released fucking Joe again in like, what was it, like 7-8 months? Like, come on, man. I mean, why are you going to release Joe? Use him as a fucking coach. Use him as something. But why, when they sit there and said he got hurt after that match with Cross, I knew it was all bullshit. They just wanted to get the belt off him, and people would say, no, he was hurt. He really got, no, fuck you. He didn't get hurt. Those motherfuckers take the belt off him because they didn't want it on him, because they don't want their belt on a 42-year-old fucking man. So, it is what it is. It's fucking, God, it's such bullshit. It's such bullshit what they've done to NXT. It's bullshit. Like, some of the people they've let go. I mean, God. A lot of people were talking shit about Toni Storm walking out and how stupid that was. And I'm like, that's the smartest thing she could have done. What are you talking about? Get the fuck out of there before they fire your ass. Because, I mean, sooner or later it was going to happen. They're going to fire her. It's that simple. Good for her. Get the fuck out of there. I mean, you could do so much better off in AEW. Go back to Japan. She was one of the top Joshis in the world, and then she signed with fucking WWE, and she tore it up in NXT UK, and she was doing good in NXT. They move her up, and then she gets pies in her fucking face. I mean, I'm honestly glad she fucking left. I think it was the smartest thing she could have done. I think a lot of other people should do that. They should just say, you know what, fuck you. I'm gone. I'm out. Kiss my ass. Take your money and shove it, And I get some people, they need the money, they got families, you know, they're worried about doing stuff like that. But I mean, if you're a young person like Tony Storm that works for WWE and they're doing stupid shit like that with you, or they're not doing anything with you at all, just fucking leave, quit. You know, ask for your release. They want to give you a release, bye, get the fuck out of there. You know, I know there's legal, you know, gibberish and all that crap, and yeah, you know, you'll have to deal with that for a while, but otherwise, get the fuck out of there. You know, there's no fucking point. I mean, and there's gonna be more cuts. More people are gonna get cut from WWE, and it sucks. But at the same time, you know, they're trying to rebuild their company. They're trying to basically get their company up, looking good. You know, not having a lot of talent they have to pay, and it's a better, basically a better way for them to sell the company. And if you're truly somebody that doesn't believe that's what they're trying to do, that's what they're doing. They're looking to sell the fucking company. It's gonna happen. Sooner or later it's gonna fucking happen. So um I mean it sucks, but the hardest thing is about the whole thing is that there's so much talent being let go at the same time. And it's like at first you're like, oh okay, AEW's gonna pick up this person, but it's like all these good fucking talents, they're not gonna be able to sign them all. It's just impossible. I mean, I'll be shocked if they really sign that many more. I mean, um, of the people released, I'd love to see them pick up Amber Moon, which I'm pretty sure she's gonna go by Athena now, and Tony Storm. Those two ladies are phenomenal in the ring. Like they are two of the best female wrestlers out there. So I'm praying they at least pick those two up because their women's division they're still building. It's gotten a lot better, but I think adding those two women to their division would be huge. So hopefully they pick them up. Um, have to see what happens. I mean, I really don't know. Um, Keith Lee's another. I really do hope they pick up Keith Lee. I don't know if they will. Um, the guy's a giant compared to the whole fucking roster. So, um, but who knows? I mean, they definitely might pick him up. I could see him going somewhere like Japan, just tearing it up. But that may not be something he wants to do. Maybe he goes to Impact. Who knows? I really don't know. Mia Yim's another one. I hope AEW picks her up. I could see her going back to Impact. That could be a possibility, but you never know. You really never know. Like really where these people are going to end up. Scarlett and Cross, two other people. Karrion Kross has been one of my favorite people to watch since he first started. I feel like he has some of the best promo work I've ever heard. I mean, he really is so good on the mic. Um, you can say what you want about his in-ring work. I think he does a phenomenal job on both. I think he's one of those talents that you could build such a badass company around a guy like that. You know, I mean, him, Keith Lee, two guys right there. Just when I heard they were gone, I was just like, what? You fucking kidding me? You're getting rid of Keith Lee and Karrion Kross at the same fucking time? Just makes no fucking sense sometimes what WWE thinks. I really don't know. But who knows? I digress. So tomorrow night we have the Battle of the Belts. It's going to be Britt Baker and God damn, I can't think of her fucking name right now. She was the first AEW Women's Champion. Anyway, they're going at it. Britt's winning. I mean, if you think any different, I'm sorry. That's what's going to happen tomorrow. Britt's going to win that match. Cody Rhodes is out. I guess he has COVID, so now they're making the match for the interim, whatever. Interim TNT championship. So I guess we're going to end up with two TNT champions for a while. And that's going to be Sammy Gavarro versus Dustin Rhodes. Sammy's winning. I mean, it'll be a good match, but Sammy's winning. And then the final big match for this huge special they're doing 4 times a year on TNT on Saturdays. You ready? You ready for this? Ricky Starks defends the FTW title against Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal 10 years ago, fucking amazing, fucking awesome. And I'm not saying he's not amazing still, but wasn't one of the best in the world. But the thing is, if they had built Matt Sydal up for like a couple months and he had been on a winning streak, and it's like, all right, Matt Sydal's killing everybody, he's beating all these people, then you could get behind it. Like, all right, cool, yeah, yeah, all right, let's do this. No, Matt Sydal's gonna fucking lose. That's just how it is. He's not winning this match. It's not happening. He's really not winning this match. So, and then Impact has their big Hard to Kill pay per view. Actually, it's gonna be here in Dallas, where I live. So, um, I don't remember the entire card. Let me pull it up real quick. Let's see, where can we find this Impact Wrestling card? All right, let's go here. All right, just give me a second. All right, so we have a Texas Death Match for the TNA. I still call it TNA. Sorry, Impact Knockouts Championship. Mickie James and Deonna Purrazzo. I suck with names. Um, I was gonna go with Mickie, but that was another thing tonight that happened on SmackDown. They announced Mickie James for the Women's Royal Rumble this year. What the fuck? She's the TN or Impact champion. She's working with the NWA. She had that big old fallout earlier this year with WWE, and now she's coming back. Um, would WWE let her show up with the Impact World Championship? No, it's not happening. It's not fucking happening. So, um, I think Deonna's going to end up winning back the Knockouts Championship, but that is definitely a match I would like to see. A Texas Death Match with those two. I mean, that's going to be damn. That sounds fantastic. They're doing a Knockouts Ultimate X match with Lady Frost versus Tasha Steelz versus Rachel Ellering versus Jordan Grace versus Rosemary versus Chelsea Green. Part of me wants to say Jordan Grace just because how hot she's been lately, and I don't mean like, we all know she's fucking hot, but you know what I mean. Like, she's just been on a roll. I think they're going to give it to Chelsea Green, though. I think they're going to start pushing her towards the Knockouts Championship. So I think she's going to end up winning that one. The Impact World Championship is going to be Moose versus Matt Cardona versus Wes or Morrissey. W. Morrissey. I think Moose will retain. I think they're going to give Moose a little longer reign than 3 months. He just won it in October, so I think. I mean, he could be somebody that holds it till next Bound for Glory. Who knows? I mean, I really don't know what direction. I think, but I truly believe Moose is going to win that one for sure, and I think he's going to hold on to it for quite some time. Next up, we got Josh Alexander versus Jonah. It's a tough one because Josh Alexander, he won the world championship, lost it right away to Moose. They built him up for so long, but you just brought in Jonah. He's brand new. Got to go with Jonah. Jonah's going to win that one. I think Josh Alexander will eventually down the road get his win back, but I think with this match, Jonah's definitely going to go over in that one. Let's see, what else we got? We got a Hardcore War, Good Brothers, and Violent by Design versus Willie Mack, Rick Swan, Eddie Edwards, Rhino, and Heath. So, I'm going to go with the Good Brothers and Violent by Design on that one. I could be wrong. I mean, I'd love to see the other guys win, but I think they're going to end up going with them. Let's see, I think there's... The Knockouts tag match was supposed to be the inspiration against the Influence, which is Tenel, Dashwood, and Madison Rain. That match actually got canceled. The inspiration, I think one of them came down with either COVID or came in contact with somebody with COVID. So that match is not happening. I don't know if maybe they're going to do another women's tag match to... I don't know, maybe they're going to strip him of the belt. I don't see them stripping him of the belts. I don't see that happening. So they'll probably just end up waiting on that match or do another women's tag match. This one is interesting. Josh Grisham, the Ring of Honor World Champion, who is defending the belt against Chris Sabin. Josh. I said Josh. Oh man, Jonathan Grisham is definitely winning that match. He's not dropping the Ring of Honor World Championship to Chris Sabin on a Impact pay-per-view. That's not happening. But either way, that's going to be a good match. Jonathan Grisham, I've been watching a lot of his stuff recently. He's phenomenal. I really want to see him and Daniel Bryan go. I fucked up the name again. Bryan Danielson go at it. Bryan Danielson's talked about how much he wants to face him. So hopefully that match happens pretty soon. With the working relationship with Ring of Honor and AEW, I see it happening. But before I get to the last one or the last two, this is intriguing times right now because it seems like Ring of Honor is working with Impact and AEW, right? But Impact's working with Ring of Honor, NWA, and now WWE possibly. It's some intriguing stuff. I mean, I really want to see what happens. This is, I don't know. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan right now because you really don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen right now. I don't know. This is going to be good stuff. I mean, just maybe it's a one-off thing with TNA and Impact and WWE, just so Mickey could come back for the Rumble. I mean, I don't know. Just kind of have to see what happens with that. But it's intriguing. I really, I don't know. I don't know how the relationship is with TNA, Impact, whatever. Impact and AEW right now. I really don't. Hopefully they're still on good terms. But again, who knows? X Division Championship, Trey Miguel versus Steve Macklin. I think Trey will end up holding it only because he just had recently won it at, I believe it was Bound for Glory. He won it. So I don't know. I mean, you just really don't know. But anything's possible. But I think Trey's going to hold on to it. Let's see. And I think they added another match. Let's see. Let's go down the list. Yeah, they did add. There's a four-way too. That's right. All right, so it's Jake something versus Chris Bay versus Laredo Kid versus Ace Austin. I'm going with Chris Bay. I think Chris Bay will end up coming out on top, but I know they've been building up Jake something, so that could go either way. But I thought besides that match, they had added something else. I thought that was what happened. Let's see. Let's go through. Maybe that's it. Maybe they didn't add another match. I thought they had added another match. Maybe the four-way is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it was a four-way ended up getting added last. Maybe that's because the Inspiration tag match ain't happening. I really don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? I mean, it's going to be interesting. I might get on tomorrow after the Battle of the Belts and the Hard to Kill pay-per-view and talk about what happened. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I want to get on more and do more wrestling talk like this because not being in the business, you miss it. You miss talking about it. You miss seeing people, but I keep up on everything. I mostly watch, the mainstream stuff. I do keep track of like the smaller shows, the indie shows. So it's nice to get on here and talk about it and, go from there. So, but anybody that checks this out and watches it, thank you. I appreciate it. You got any feedback, spit it out. Write me a big old message. Hey, dude, you fucking suck. You need to do something about your voice. Cut your fucking hair. Your beard looks like shit. So, whatever you want to say, I don't care. It's cool. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to start doing this a little more. I'll try to get it on tomorrow, talk a little bit. Probably won't be as long as this one was. But a lot of good things, a lot of crazy things going on in wrestling right now. They just had the New Japan Wrestle Kingdom show Tuesday and Wednesday. Tomorrow they're doing that. That was the other thing. I don't know if it's in the morning or if it's going to be like Sunday morning. Um, they're doing the big New Japan versus Noah show tomorrow too. So if that ends up coming on and I end up getting on, we'll talk about that too as well. So we'll see what happens with that. The one thing I was not happy about with God uh, the show the other day uh, was Shingo losing the IWGP title. I Okada's the man. We all know Okada's the man, but come on, give Shingo the fucking, let him run with it more. He's had it since May, I think, April or May. I think might have been April. Let him run with the belt for a while longer. I mean, I don't know. I just that really upset me that they took the belt off him already. The guy's had some of the best matches like I've seen in years in New Japan, and it just sucks they took it off him at Wrestle Kingdom. So I don't know. I just damn you, fucking New Japan, you sons of bitches. Fuck. But hopefully he wins it back. Hopefully he gets it back sometime in the next year or so. See what happens. But anyway, we'll talk about the Super Show tomorrow. I'll run down the card if it hadn't have already aired after I come back on. And we'll talk about the Impact pay-per-view and the Battle of the Belts, which is basically just another rundown version of Dynamite Rampage. It's just, I still can't believe TNA, man. TNA. I still can't believe AEW. You have this fucking special. You can put on some badass matches and I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. But anyway, everybody, take care. Be safe. Get a chance to watch this. If nobody's watching it right now, somebody watch it down the road. Like I said, give me some feedback. Tell me what I can do. I'm still working on the screen and everything, and I'll get all that going pretty soon. So thank you guys again. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night, and be safe.